In this video, I'll demonstrate how to set up a pre-shared key or PSK wireless LAN network and demonstrate a client logging into this type of network. From the dashboard, you would go to Networks, and you'll notice that I have a number of networks here already, so I'm going to create a new network. So I would go plus new network, and I'm going to give this a name called PSK wireless LAN. You'll notice that under Type, the pre-shared key is under Organization. We have a little diagram on the right over here to kind of describe how that happens. So I've selected pre-shared key. I'm going to click Next to take me to the onboarding. Now we're at the onboarding phase. So it requests a passphrase, so it has an 8-character minimum. So I'm going to put in a very difficult passphrase, and if I click on the eyeball, it will show you what that is. Now this is a very simple passphrase, so you wouldn't want to use this in real life, but this is a demo. So I'll unclick that. Under Security Protocol, by default, it takes WPA2, which is recommended. If I wanted to change that, I click on Change, and the drop-down gives me several options, WPA2, WPA, and WEP. We're going to keep it at WPA2, and then I would click Next. This is the venue options, so I'm going to select which venue I want this SSID to be associated with. And if I move this over and give me the full name, so I want to activate this on the venue Awani Foundry, so I'll turn that on, and then I will hit Next. And this takes me to my Summary tab. So it gives me my network summary, name, SSID, category. Notice that it's organization, the type, passphrase. Once again, if I wanted to double check that, I could. And it tells me the venue that it will advertise to. Under the advanced network settings, I could hide my SSID. By default, I have VLAN number 1. Rate limit, I could adjust that, or I could select unlimited. So I could put per AP, and that'll change my options here. Or I could select per client, and it gives me similar options as well. I'm going to go ahead and take the default. So we'll keep it at unlimited. If I scroll down, you'll notice that the management transfer rate is 6 megabits. The BSS minimum rate is default, and I could select the speed if I wanted to. So I'll just take the default value. Maximum clients per radio, by default it's set at 100. I could put less or I could put more. I could enable client isolation or band balancing or load balancing. I'm going to leave those blank for now and hit Create. It'll then create the network, and this will take about 30 seconds or so. And then it'll say activating network on venue Awani Foundry. And then when we're done, it'll bring you back to the network page. Notice here that this is the SSID that I just added, PSK Wireless LAN. You notice that there is not a description here. And if I wanted to add a description, I could edit this network by clicking on it, going up to Edit Network, and I could put in a description here. So I'm just going to call it PSK SSID. And if I hit Save, it'll update that. So it's updating the network. And then it brings me back to the PSK Wireless LAN description here. So overall, it says everything is good. It says that I have one AP operational on this venue. On the Venues tab, it says activated on one venue, so we can see that that's the venue that I wanted to select. And under Events, I don't have anything displayed right now because I haven't had any activity. So the next step is to log on to this SSID. So if I go to the bottom of my screen and I select my wireless LANs here, you'll see that there it is. There's my PSK wireless LAN. So I'm going to connect to that, and it'll ask me for my passphrase. I'll put in that very, very sophisticated passphrase, hit OK, and then it'll connect to the wireless LAN. Now to demonstrate that I have connectivity, I'm going to open up another tab, and I'll go to the ruckuswireless.com website just to show that we do have connectivity. So I could go in and browse through the website, go to various things, and from this point on, I've got my wireless LAN connectivity. So from my dashboard, if I go back to my AP menu, my top AP up here is connected to Awani Foundry, so I'm going to click on that. And that'll show that I have some operational activity out there. And I have my overview, my clients, my networks. So if I click on networks, It shows that the SSID PSK Wireless LAN is active on that AP, and it's using VLAN number 1. If I go back and look at my clients, we have 2 clients, and the Windows client is connected to my PSK Wireless LAN, so I can tell that everything is operational here. So this is just a quick video demo of how to set up a PSK Wireless LAN and verify its operation.